Anyway, let me go ahead and just make a short video on this morning. I can tell that many of you just simply, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but you just do not listen. I think you've been Jewish-ified, affected, and it is just literally all but mess you up. Listen to me. I'm going to try to say this without offense. And if you want to be able to understand truth and real true worship and come into the knowledge of it, you're going to have to divest yourself of a lot of these things. Like I said a long, long time before, many times we spend our times learning things, but we never spend time unlearning things that we have learned so that we can learn here. How much time do you actually really, truly investigated things and spent actual time unlearning something? This is not Rosh Hashanah. This is not. This is not the beginning of the new year. It's not. That occurs in the springtime. You see, these Jews of today and these Messianics who are following the Ashkenazi, Talmudic, Khazarian, Jewish traditions. Well, I think the problem is this, is that you people, because of translation, have really, you're in a bad state of confusion. You know, Hebraic thought and thinking Hebrew is totally different than thinking Greek and Roman. And you must understand that the King James Version of the Bible or the translation that we read today, while it is the Word of God, it is a watered down version of the real, true Hebraic concrete scriptures. And it is written to you based on Greco-Roman thought. Do you understand? I know many of you don't understand this. It's a difficult thing. And that's why you have to define words from the Torah or from the Hebraic perspective in order to understand, because your minds are shaped, and America is shaped after Rome, Greco-Roman influence and stuff. So therefore you process thought from a Western perspective as opposed to an Eastern perspective. I mean, the Western people think of things in an abstract form. That's how they view things. An Eastern perspective, more Hebraic, view things from a concrete form. And that's the reason why it's difficult for people to understand today. But you really, truly need to stop confusing yourselves by listening to all these other people. It's one thing to, all you're going to do is just confuse yourself. Once you find a place that has the spirit of truth, I may even go into this a little bit more on the Shabbat. I don't know. Then that should pretty much settle. And from that point, you'll begin to soar and go on. But, going around and eating off all these other tables brings confusion. And many of you you may have good intentions. But the theology and the things that are literally embraced and the butchering, the hack job that has literally been done on scriptures and your minds, religion has used you. This country has used you. Your family, who has also been influenced by Greco-Roman, American, Greek thought, and they have never ever thought to do anything different. They're comfortable in this. And this is what happens when you're taken out of your land, brought over to another land, and taught their language, their customs, their mannerisms and stuff. It's literally confusion. And that's the reason why we have so many people that is attacking the way, because they really truly believe that they're right based on the thought and the way that they've been trained. You have not been educated in this country. Whether you understand it or like it or not, you have not been educated. You have been trained to function a certain way. And it's a gauntlet. It's all but a gauntlet trying to reach many of you. It's just literally almost next to impossible. No wonder that's why it says, he that have the ear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying. And the reason why and right now I got so many thoughts running in my head right now. I'll give you an example, okay? You're reading a translation. I'll just leave it at this, okay, to try to help expand your thought there a little bit. You're reading a translation. It says that the soul that sinneth shall surely die. Now, if you go look at a more concrete form, it says it should read as the person that sins shall surely die. Because there's no way, if you're going to equate soul to spirit, that it's never going to die. It's never going to perish. Do you understand? And I tell you, anyway, hey, y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good day. But this is not Rosh Hashanah. So stop with the Jewish traditions and stuff and get back to y'all's people. You can start by listening to me.